The bunk bed looks neither cozy nor inviting. The stains on the top mattress suggest that whoever slept there had the better deal. That floorboard looks slightly out of alignment next to its neighbors. A hole is revealed beneath the loose floorboard. You look into the cavity and discover a locked chest with a bulb. The chest in the hole is locked. It requires a small key of some sort.
What do you know of Eduardo's search for the lost mine?
That man had his head stuck up in the clouds his whole life, searching for treasure. Might be fine when you're a boy, but a grown man gallivanting around the desert ain't the kind of thing you do when you got all your marbles.
Did you ever meet Jacob Waltz?
Reckon that's the foreigner who rented a mule from me once. Was the same animal I rented you a short while back. When he returned it, the sorry thing had massive indigestion, like it had eaten something unusual. Of course, it's too stupid to know not to eat foreign food.
Bubba said the mule couldn't cope with any food. I hope the oleander doesn't do it damage.
Himalaya Studios do not endorse the harming of animals in any way, and no animals, real or otherwise, were harmed in the making of this adventure. Himalaya Studios is not responsible for any actions a mentally imbalanced consumer may take against an animal as a result of playing this game. All complaints regarding the solution to this puzzle can be forwarded as far away from us as possible. It's a key sitting in a pile of mule excrement.
Gross.
Using the small key, you unlock the chest. Eureka! Inside, you find a journal, a large folded piece of paper, licorice, and some charcoal.
After a lifetime of searching, I still cannot believe that I stand in the very mine I have sought for so many years. My colleague, the steadfast Dutchman, has returned to town, having been afflicted by a strange illness. He bears the other half of the stone map. May he keep it safe, always. I am alone now, The 3 remaining workers from Mexico who were to assist me in locating the gold have regretfully passed away. The illness which has plagued my colleague afflicted them also. I remain alive, I believe, because of some rather curious habit of mine, a penchant for eating salted licorice. This is the only factor I can attribute to why I have not succumbed to the ravages of whatever deadly air permeates this place. Should I require of this unlikely antidote, more can be found in my chest. I have uncovered a small amount of gold there, and I shall soon return to town to present it to my daughter. It is a trifle amount to be certain, but it is proof nonetheless that the legendary gold of the Aztecs is here, and I have found it. It will not be long before I return, hopefully with my colleague, to reap the benefits of our lifelong quest. It is with some trepidation that I set out across the desert toward town. The tensions between the local Indians and the townspeople have heightened through the years. My path will take me past the Indian encampment, and I fear the encounter I may have there. My journal shall be a record of the events of the last few days, surely the most exciting of my whole life. A paper robbing has been made of my half of the stone. The map shall lead one directly to the Aztec gold. May I walk in safety home, so that I may again see my daughter and share with her the end of my long search. Peace and prosperity await us.
A rubbing of Senor Peralto's stone half. It's almost as if he knew. No, he was probably just the careful type. This is it. The 2 halves of the stone form an X over the mine's location. Those Aztecs were really ahead of their time. I suppose I'd better eat this antidote. Yuck, salty licorice. Good thing this stuff's got lots of preservatives. At least it's kept. According to the map, the X marks this location. But I don't see the mine anywhere around here. Maybe I need to get down to that lower area. So much for that idea.
The shovel is stuck fast.
The desert is freezing cold at night. I think I'll go straight back to town. Here, Wombat, Wombat, Wombat. I think I'll check out that map location again. Finally, the mine entrance.
You know, Al, you really shouldn't.
Why not?
Danger for a start. You can die in the next act.
So reality's kicking in a bit late. I'll be careful.
Haven't you been listening? It's totally pointless for you, of all people, to go in there.
Meaning what?
All right, I'll sum up. You're a bald, pudgy, short, awkward, socially defunct, unfit, optically challenged, vocally disturbing, accident-prone, whiny, parentally dependent fashion disaster, and you wouldn't know a rock unless you ran into one. Face it, Al, you're not cut out to be a hero.
Go away.
What did you say?
I said, go away. I don't need you anymore.
You do so.
Do not. I'm tired of your put-downs, pet hates, and unhelpful hints. It's obvious you didn't want to narrate the story, and I can do just fine on my own.
Cannot.
Can too.
Cannot.
Can too.
Cannot.
Can too.
Not.
Just go! He's gone. I told him to leave, and he left. Well, good riddance. Wouldn't know a rock unless I ran into one. Ow! There's well, I don't know. They're just pointy, rocky things. It's a sheer drop. The tracks lead off the cliff. I'm sure they weren't designed to, but then you never know with some people. I think I should just hold on to it. I think I should. I think I. I think I. It's a sheer. These caverns must form a network of mines beneath Anazira. It's really dark and humid down here. It's too steep to climb with my hands. The handle won't stay stuck in the mechanism by itself. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like a tar pit. Oh, it broke. I think it switched the tracks, though. I'll just take this steel pickaxe head. There's more water here than in all of Anazira. I can't. Feeling good. Looks like a guy on a throne. Of course, I did see a packet of peanuts in a cloud once. There's a tile lying on the ground here. There's probably a pattern. It looks better now, but there's still a piece missing. Ah, ancient technology. I didn't know this adventure would contain some sci-fi. Oh no, it looks like I need the other half of the map to fit in that hole, and I don't know where it is.
But I do.
What are you doing here? How did you get down here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I just said that.
I followed you.
So I gathered. Why?
You sure you want to hear the whole story? It will take time.
Good point. If you don't care what Andretto's doing down here, how he ties into the plot, or why he's been absent for the last 4 acts, then I suggest skipping to the end. Carry on, then.
Right. 2 years ago, I was elected a member of an archaeological expedition led by Eduardo Peralto and Jacob Waltz. My associate took care of my credentials. For researchers, those two were sloppy fact-checkers.
You have dug enough holes in your time.
Quiet!
Sorry.
They should have known to trust no one where money is concerned. It was a simple matter to poison the Dutchman, send my 2 colleagues on a short river ride, and make Eduardo appear the victim of an Indian attack. After all that bother, you can imagine how irritated I was to discover that both halves of the stone were needed to gain access to the treasure room. Waltz had already made it back to town in time to die, and Peralto's daughter sent his belongings back to Holland. I assumed his half of the stone would be among them, so I followed his junk overseas. Only after I arrived did I realize that she still had it. It took me 2 years to make the return trip.
You took your time.
You tried traveling abroad on a gardener's wage.
That's why you posed as a prince and spent all that time with Rita. You were trying to get the Dutchman's stone half from her.
And I would have succeeded if you hadn't exposed me.
Oh, don't remind me.
But you have had your uses. After the raid, you proved surprisingly capable of running Rita's errands, so I decided to lead you down here. I planted a forged journal and rubbing in a miner's hut for you to find. All I had to do was wait for you to arrive with Waltz's half of the stone.
A forgery? You mean that thing about the salted licorice?
Enjoyed it?
And how did you reach the cabin without the bridge?
There are other ways to cross a chasm without detonating dead trees.
But why come down here? You could have ambushed me in the cabin and taken Jacob's stone half yourself.
True, except there is one last thing I need you to do for me.
Ha! I wouldn't help you if you held a gun to my...
You were saying? Your turn. In you go!
What am I supposed to do?
You'll figure it out!
Why don't you go in there?
There might be traps.
Traps?
I won't ask again.
Fine.
Halt! He who would seek the treasure of the Aztecs.
A disembodied voice. Nice.
Though pure and preserved in body,
Oh, meaning I'm,
he who would pass into this hallowed hall must be judged worthy. Answer well, and you may enter.
And if I answer poorly?
You don't want to know. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato! The trial has ended. You have failed! Meet thy doom! Halt! No She sells seashells by the... Who brought the sacred gold to this place? Do you still live with your parents? Is to tell the truth, to state the facts. The greatest genre of interactive entertainment. The trial has ended. You have been judged worthy.
Who are you, anyway?
Halt! He who would seek the treasure of the Aztecs.
Oh, for goodness sake. Hey, nothing happened. So much for traps.
Good. Now bring it to me. Quickly! At last, the lost gold of the Aztecs is mine! It's the Aztec curse. Quickly, help me with this door.
It's no use. It's jammed tight.
There is a lever on the far wall. See if you can get to it.
Why me?
Because you're closer, and I have the gun.
The angel of death is watching over me. How comforting. That stylized pillar looks like a good place to hide. If only I could get over there. It's the Aztecs' treasure chamber. Impressive. It's the altar which formerly supported the Aztec treasure. That's a mean-looking statue. It gives me the creeps. There are torches on the walls, almost like they knew I was coming. I haven't got time. I haven't... That's one angry skeleton.
Now don't let go until I say.
Wait, if I release the lever, the door will close.
If it's any consolation, someone might discover you in a few centuries. You might even be valuable by then.
Why, that... Oh, boy.
My daughter, my beautiful Rita.
Senor Peralto?
I remember now. I was on an expedition with someone. Hack up.
He died.
Yes, and something happened to me.
You were murdered, remember?
Yes, by one of my diggers. I have been here ever since. Cursed to guard these ancient cabins. Where is my killer?
On his way out of here by now.
You must pursue my murderer. If a selfish man escapes with the gold, the curse will spread and taint the lives of those it touches. I shall be doomed to wander this mine for eternity, a lost soul, never knowing peace. My burden will stretch on until the end of...
Hey, you want me to go or not?
living today. So impatient.
Everything feels dead. It looks like an Aztec. I'm pretty sure those shattered pieces aren't going to work. Looks like I'm not sitting on his lap. Those two items. Those two. This makeshift grapnel should do the trick.
What? How could it be jammed? It was working fine. You again? Why, you...
Save your breath, Andy. You couldn't describe me accurately in your present state.
Diminutive, strand-restricted, impotent, badly dressed, squeaky-toned, ocularly impaired, nerdy, middle-aged, patchy...
Oh, okay, maybe you can.
If I can't leave, neither will you!
Those huge boulders fell right on top of Andretto. It's the hidden treasure of the Aztecs.
seeks selfless wealth.
What does that mean, anyway?
Don't look at me. I just haunt the place. Cheers.
No worries.
The curse. It's lifting. Tell Rita.
You bet.
I've summoned you all here at this godforsaken hour. Indeed, to witness an historical moment in Anazero's history.
I'll say you're out of your chair.
Without further ado, too late, Miss Rita Peralto.
When my father died, so did his dream to raise Anazera and his family to greatness. Until now. A vast sum was recently recovered for the Peralto family, and there is one to whom I owe a huge debt. He has worked hard for my father's name, and to him I bequeath half my new fortune.
I'd like to take the opportunity to...
I present to you Rick Springer the Eighth. There you are. I've been looking for you. You know, there won't be another train for... Well, I'll be. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you.
I think Rick got enough for both of us.
What? Oh, you got it all wrong, Al. Rick is my brother.
Your brother? But
He thinks his fancy name will earn him respect in the corporate world. Between his invention and our new fortune, we'll be the wealthiest people this side of the frontier. The Peraltos will be strong again, just as Father wanted.
I'm glad everything worked out for you, Rita. See you.
Wait! I came to tell you this township now belongs to my family. I want you to have a piece of it.
Thank you.
So you'll stay?
Thing is, Rita, I came here looking for a... Well, it doesn't matter. I thought I found it, but I realize now it was something I could never have.
All aboard!
I have to go.
You shouldn't give up on what you want, Al. Some things are worth the chance.
You boarding to die, son? Well?
Why not?
little twerp thought he could keep me away. Well, wait a minute. What's going on? Oh, no, this can't be. The credits? You mean I've missed the finale? No. It can't be over. My contract specified participation for all 9 acts. Here, I'll prove it. Let's see if you can part of the first part, second part, here it is, here. The credits are a conclusion to, and therefore part of the final act. Oh no, I can't believe this. Of all the dirty, rotten, underhanded Don't think for a second I'm coming back for a sequel. I'm calling my lawyer. Hello? Hi, yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah, hello, I was wondering if yeah, okay, I'll hold. Okay, don't put me on hold. Listen carefully, because this is important. Yeah, okay, I'll hold. Yeah, listen, it's about this narration gig. What? Al's already called? He's suing me? For what? Defamation? Oh, give me a break. That's it. I've had it with this industry. You'll never hear me in an adventure game again. I'm gonna go out and tell everyone not to play this game. Forget the Alamo. Forget the Alamo. Forget the Alamo. Forgot my keys. Forget the Alamo.